All right, man. Welcome back to the iBall Network podcast, man. We appreciate all of us listeners out here, all of our watchers, man. YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Rocket Podcasts, all the above, man. We appreciate y'all, man. Salute, man. I got my guys with me. What up, P-Boat?
What's going on?
My guys on vacation, man. Live from New Orleans, man.
You know.
Yes, sir. What about you, CD? What's going on?
Chilling, man. Living life, bro.
Yeah, man, we out here, man. Once again, we appreciate y'all, man. We got a dope show lined up. And like we always do, man, we're going to talk about the playoffs and everything that's been going on. So, and we're going to start off with the Clippers versus the Nuggets because that's the game that we fresh off of tonight. So, yeah, man. So let's talk about it, fellas. The final score was 120-97. Clippers with the blowout. They really ended up having a larger lead than that, you know. But, you know, garbage time does what it does. But, yeah, so let's talk about what happened, man. What happened?
Well, let me just get my part out first, y'all. Let's see it. So
go ahead.
I caught the ass end of the game, but it just looked like it was a smackdown from the tip off to the end of the game. The Clippers was just too much for them. Too much talent on one team. They couldn't control Kawhi Leonard. Paul George didn't really go off tonight. We played a decent game tonight. It just looked like Denver was outmatched, man. I picked them to at least win 2 games, man. But after tonight, what I see in the fourth quarter, it's gonna be tough for them to even scratch out a game, man. The way they played, I'm very disappointed in how they came and showed out tonight. You know, I would think they would play with a little more energy, a little more chip on their shoulders after seeing Dallas win 2 games against these teams with just Luka. I would think that Jamal Murray and Joker would think, hey, man, if Luka can do it, we can do it. You know what I'm saying? But tonight they look like they ain't got a damn dog in the fight, bro.
What's up, CD?
Yeah, man. I mean, tonight you saw the Clippers lead by 29 at one point in the game. I mean, Kawhi, another day at the office with 29 points. Highly efficient. He was what he got? 12 of 16 from the field. I mean, Morris had a good game tonight, chipped in 18, 7 to 10. And I mean, it just looked like the Clippers were playing against a JV team tonight, man. I mean, from start to finish, the Nuggets are gassed. I mean, from coming off their game 7. And I mean, even if I think they were rested, I think they would still lose just because they didn't have the matchups. The matchups are tough, man. I mean, when you have Kawhi, PG, Morris, Zubac, Beverly, like that's a pretty formidable squad that they're going up against. And the Nuggets, they just don't have enough firepower, man, to get it done. And they can't afford to have regular games from the Joker and Murray to even have a chance. They have to be spectacular in every game just to even give them a puncher's chance. But my biggest takeaway tonight was points in the paint. Clippers dominated 66-40 in points in the paint, which was out of control, man. That just lets you know that the Nuggets have no inside presence, and the Clippers were pretty much scoring at will, you know, the entire game. So yeah, I don't see this series going to, you know, I think it might be a sweep, to be honest with you. You know, I hate to just make, an opinion after one game, but from what I saw tonight, I'm gonna have to ride with Charles Barkley that Nuggets don't have a chance in this one. So,
yeah, I agree, man. It's looking like a sweep, or at best case for the Nuggets, maybe 5 games. You know, that's just a prediction. You know, maybe they'll just come alive and start just playing this amazing basketball. But based upon what was happening tonight, it was just a clamp session, really. Like that's how the game really started off. Like it started off kind of like a back and forth, and it was a tight game, and then Clippers kind of blew the doors off in the second quarter, and it just got ugly from that point. And just Jamal Murray, he couldn't find his way. He was 5 for 15, I think 2 for 9 from 3. And yeah, he just struggled all night. Paul George everybody was doing the switch defense, but they was clamping up on Jamal whenever they got with him. Like each person was fighting through every screen. Kawhi made sure he fought hard through the screens and got a real good hand up in most of his shots. And then on the other end, they're just scoring on all cylinders, like said, dominating the paint. And and Kawhi, he just had his way. He had his whole way with them tonight. Like he was cooking them in the mid range. He was looking like young, maybe young Kobe. Like when Kobe first put on 24, bro. Like honestly, bro, some of the moves he was doing tonight, I was like, dang, bro, that dude looking like Kobe tonight, honestly. So yeah, he was just toying with the Nuggets, man. And that's pretty much my takeaway, man. It was just a dominant performance. And I expected the Nuggets, honestly, to put up a better performance than that. Maybe I thought it was going to be a closer game. I didn't expect it to be a blowout. So, yeah, man. So anything to add, we can move on. All right, so we'll go ahead and transition that into Game 7 because we didn't get a chance to talk about. And since we just talked about the Nuggets, we'll talk about the Nuggets Game 7 against Utah. So, yeah, so what was y'all take away from that game, man?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was just a terrible, sloppy game just altogether. I think it was two teams that, neither one of them really wanted to win, but the other one was happy that the other one didn't come to play. I think it was that type of game. I mean, it was, teams were both like garbage from three. Like neither one of them could shoot the three ball that night. I mean, Mitchell had a good game. Rudy had a good game with, 19 and 18. But, Joe Ingles and Mike Conley are the reason that the Utah Jazz did not advance to the second round. I think both of those guys were terrible. I mean, Conley was 2 of 13 for 8 points. Joe Ingles 3 of 10 for 7 points. And both of those guys are starters that play, big time minutes and are counted upon, for Utah to succeed.
Veterans.
They lost by 2 points. And just if any of those guys hit, a couple more shots, this game is over and you'd be seeing Utah against the Clippers. So, I mean, those guys were trash and they cost Utah, man.
Yeah, and my takeaway at the end of the game, man, that's really what I want to speak on. The end of the game, Michael Conley, like you said, 8 points, having a bad night. He got a good look. He caught the ball with like 4 seconds left on the clock in front of half court. And then he took 2 dribbles and pulled up for a contested 3. And he's like literally been one of the fastest dudes in the NBA his whole career.
Right.
So I'm like, bro, why you won't just take the wide open layup, fam? Like he could have had the game for the wide open layup, man. And I mean, he didn't take it, man. So I was very surprised by Mike Conley. I guess he wanted to go out the hero and make the 3, but man, bro, take the layup, bro. Like you too good for that. And then Donovan Mitchell, he had a big turnover right before then too, because he's really the reason why they lost the game. He was trying to go to the hole and just lost the ball. Like he lost the ball with good defense on him, and then he just threw the ball away. Basically, he didn't even try to pass it. Like it just flew out of his hand. So yeah, my takeaway was Donovan had that big turnover at the end, man, that ruined it. And Jamal Murray didn't come like he was game 6 and 5 and whatever other game he was just going crazy all those games. He was just more mediocre in game 6 and 7. But go ahead, my guy.
I remember the Joker just had a good game. He was the only person I remember having like I guess 30 and 14, something like that. Mm-hmm. The teams were pretty much equal. The game was trash, to be honest with you. But as far as like field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, turnovers, rebounds, they were like damn near even, man. I still feel like the better team won, but I feel like even if Utah would have won, the Clippers would have scrubbed their ass as well. So,
I agree.
You know, like I said, I want to see more from the Joker and them now. But that series was it should have never been like that anyway. Well, Utah was up 3-1.
Yeah.
That they Utah should have never been up 3-1 without Bogdanovich and whoever else they were missing out there. I still feel like with the Joker and with Murray, they should have never got down that low anyway.
Right.
So,
and all y'all people that be going ham on all the 3-1 down teams and And y'all ain't said nothing about Utah, but I mean, I guess we expected Utah to lose.
For sure.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you something, man. Paul Millsap is somebody that's gonna have to step up and do something. He's a guy that's made a lot of money in the NBA. He's kind of reminding me of like a Carlos Boozer, a guy that keeps getting big contracts, keeps playing starter minutes and not producing when you need him. I mean, in that game 7, this dude had 2 points. And you making $20+ million, man. That just cannot happen. I'm sorry.
No.
I'm cutthroat. I'm gonna have to see if I can get rid of you this summer, man, because I mean you're pretty much costing us with this, with these weak performances. He's too good of a player to be out there to only have 2 points. I mean, that's just unacceptable, man.
You put Bowl out there, he gonna give you more than 2 points.
Right. Bowl actually looking like
he had a DNP that game, but he played.
They not playing him, bro.
Right.
Yeah. All right, man. So we'll move on to the next game, man. The other game 7, it was the Rockets versus the Thunder. And that was a very, very live game. Very live game. I'll say my quick takeaway, and then I'll let y'all go with it. So Harden, once again, he was struggling huge. Harden had one of those games again, man, in the game 7 when we all expected. We talked about it last show, like, all right, Harden, this is your chance, and boy, you lucked up. Boy, you got lucky. And yeah, he did have some good plays at the end that helped them win. So salute to him, credit to him for that. But boy, you lucky, my guy. Like, everything ended up going well at the very end of the game, and in order for them to come out with it. And I do gotta say too, man, you let Dort go get 30 points, bro. So that would have looked so bad, bro. Like, if he would have dropped 30, and they just don't even guard the man. Like, I don't care if he missed 100 in a row, bro. He's an NBA player. You cannot just leave the man open every single time, yo. They just being disrespectful, bro. So I was like, Jesus Christ, bro. Like, you don't have no respect for the man, bro. And James Harden just want to take off plays on defense, honestly. But he had 30 on you, bro. Even though they was wide open shots, I don't give a lot of credit for that. But the man is a rookie, and he's locking you up, and he got 30 on you, bro. So no excuse for James Harden, man. You better come with it crazy in the first game against the Lakers, or it's gonna it's gonna be a long, long, long series for you, man. So yeah, man, y'all go ahead and take it away, man.
I was definitely impressed with Dort, man. I think he was the one that kept OKC alive throughout that game. I mean, even when like the Rockets started to pull away, he would hit a big shot. He would get a block. He would get a steal. He would get a rebound, a loose ball. Like, he was all over the place, man. I mean, he shot 6 of 12 from 3. I think his confidence started getting rolling. After he had some rough, shooting outings in the previous games when he went 0 for 9. But I feel like without him playing the way that he did, OKC would have gotten blown out. I'm really disappointed in Gallinari. I mean, you had 4 points, man, and and you're a starter. You make a lot of money. You've made a lot of money in the NBA, and that can't happen, man, because the Rockets don't even have nobody 6'10" guarding you, and you're out there with 4 points. And the coach decided to send you to the free throw line for that, when they fouled him, on the inbounds play, which I thought was stupid. I feel like you should have put CP3 up there, who's in a rhythm, who's been scoring, who's been leading the team. But you send a guy up there that, can't throw a RV in the ocean. And, he's up there and he breaks the free throw. So that right there killed me. And, CP3 had a great game. Obviously, had a triple-double. Oldest player to do it in, league history. But like you say, man, James Harden, I've been saying it, for a long time. I just don't believe in James Harden. And, for him to celebrate after blocking, Lou Dort's shot like he did something, I was a little teed off by that because I felt like, you shouldn't be celebrating because the dude has had you in the closet the entire, game.
And
And
series, damn near.
you shouldn't be celebrating blocking this undrafted, free agents, three-pointer. First of all, he shouldn't even been taking the game-winning shot. But, I don't know, man. It's just something about Harden that I just can't really believe in him fully. I feel like he's a great regular season player that doesn't show up in the playoffs. And, I mean, it's just year after year, but, everybody still, he won MVP. And, he sets all these records during the regular season, but I just never fail to see it materialize in the playoffs. But go ahead, Bo.
You got to add, my guy.
Nobody on Houston played good again, in my opinion. I mean, Russell played okay.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
But Harden was trash. I have to admit that he didn't come and look like a player I expect to look in a game 7, trying to go to the next round. If I'm gonna say you're a top 5 player in the NBA, I'm expecting you to go out with a 40 piece at least, especially against OKC, especially against Dort. You're not saying that Dort ain't a good defender, but he shouldn't be able to start no damn James Harden. This is a guy that I've said is probably a top 3 player in the league right now. So Harden was definitely he just didn't show anything that I want to see yesterday. And even though Chris Paul had a triple double, I felt like it didn't tell the whole tale. I wanted to see him shoot the ball more, just because of how efficient he's been the last couple games. And being that he's a veteran and he's done this before, I'm expecting him to shoot more than 12 times. I think it was. I think he was 6 for 12 or 5 for 12 or something like that.
Yeah.
And the big key to that loss too, man, Oklahoma City really should have won that game. I know people say it was a bad call to happen at the end of the game, but what really stood out to me is all those damn turnovers they had. I don't remember the number, but I know it was over 20. So anytime you got 20 turnovers, you're not going to win. And for them to be that close with 20 turnovers and still lose, it lets me know that Houston actually they escaped the L yesterday. They definitely should be at home right now.
Yeah, that's a fact, bro. Yeah, and Shy hit a big shot down the stretch too. Yeah. So we'll move on, man. The next series we're gonna talk about. We're gonna get into. Let's get into the Bucks versus the Heat, man. So the Bucks versus the Heat, man. The Bucks is down two games to 0. And game 1 it was 115 to 104. And game 2, 116, 114. We already talked about game 1, right?
Right.
Yeah, because y'all was going in on Giannis. So, yeah, so game 2, you know what I'm saying, we're going to get a lot of different energy from both of these guys on the iBall network as far as Giannis is concerned and Jimmy Butler is concerned, because, there was a lot of heavy Giannis talk last show and a lot of heavy Jimmy Butler talk. And I remember J-Meeks from the iBall Networks telling CED from the iBall Network that just hold on, man, because relax, Jimmy Butler's going to be back at 14 points or 12 points soon. And you know what I'm saying? If y'all didn't watch the game, even though the Heat won, you know what I'm saying? They won by 2 points. But, Jimmy Butler didn't have 40 points. They came and played good team defense on him, a la Wesley Matthews, a la Eric Bledsoe, like your man said. And Giannis is not supposed to guard him, like I said, and that's not what happened. Like I said, what happened. And they played a lot better game, and the Heat ended up getting it, and it was a bunch of bad calls at the end. And I like to say that, too. I wanted to add that in this show, that the refs been pretty inconsistent throughout this whole bubble and especially the playoffs, bro. So go ahead, CED, since you shaking your head. Let's see how you feel about Jimmy Butler with the 13 points and the 3 for 8 shooting. 3 for 8 and 0 for 2 from the 3, CED. While you was talking all that Jimmy Butler stuff last game, and Giannis gotta guard him. He didn't have to guard him, and he had 3 for 8 and 0 for 2. But go ahead, CED. He's back at 13 points, like I said.
My biggest takeaway was Giannis being a defensive player of the year should go and guard the hot man. I don't care.
Not necessary.
stuff don't
Go
matter.
ahead.
Because Jimmy Butler was guarding Giannis on the other end in the fourth
Yeah,
quarter.
good for him.
I did see that.
He's
He
not a
went and picked
7-footer.
It don't matter. He still went and picked up the hot man. He took the challenge.
Go
That's
ahead,
all I'm
T.
saying. Just do that. You're going to be Defensive Player of the Year.
I just had to troll you because you started off the show like that last time. Go ahead.
Right, I know. But it was Wes Matthews. It wasn't Bledsoe. Wes Matthews is the one who did a great job on Jimmy Butler.
Bledsoe was the good too, and
He was
everybody
picking him
played
up.
good team D.
Bledsoe was in good help D, but he still was out there getting torched again by Dragic, trying to help off the whole game. And Dragic has had 2 good games. He's probably going to have another good game because I just don't see
Dragic's an all-star point guard. He's really good, man.
I just don't see Milwaukee, winning. I don't see them beating the Heat 4 times, to be honest with you.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say
just because it's too hard for them to score. Like the Heat are like the kryptonite. They know that Giannis can only score in the paint, and they're forcing him to take threes and jumpers, which he's not comfortable with doing the entire game. Like he'll take some from time to time, but when he's taking 10, 15 jumpers, it's over for Milwaukee. And the Heat, I just feel like they're just too deep. They got too many shooters and too many versatile wing defenders that they can throw out there. They have a bunch of 3 and D players. I mean, Hero showed up. Duncan Robinson had a good game. Crowder had a good game. Bam had a good game. Like, the Bucks need Giannis to have a superstar game, plus the other guys have to chip in. And I just don't think that Milwaukee has enough. I feel like they're a weak number 1 seed that played against inferior competition the entire year, getting to play, the hurt Nets, the trash Magic. They got to play the Hawks 4 times. They got to rack up all of these wins against all these trash teams, and their defense was being, overanalyzed, and people talking about how great the defensive team they are, but we're not seeing that now when they're playing a real team that has legitimate threats of scoring at all 5 positions. So I just think Milwaukee's in trouble, man, and they looking like a deer in headlights, and they're ready to go home.
It's a one-man show, bro. Giannis has no help, bro. Heat have a deeper roster and a way better coach. The Bucks have a trash coach, and he makes no adjustments, and it's the playoffs. So yeah, and they're packing the paint for Giannis every time they're playing a zone. They was playing a zone defense half the game. Last game they was playing a 1-3-1, and they was packing the paint and literally just daring Giannis to shoot. And we all know he's not going to take those crazy shots. But go ahead, P-Bo.
Man, I'm sitting up here trying to think about why Miami Heat is so tough to beat. And I'm gonna tell you, it's the balance on that team, bro. They don't really have it's hard for you to have a game plan on a team who don't have a star player. Not saying that Jimmy is not their star player, but Jimmy is taking the backseat role, bro. He's not even trying to be the most aggressive guy every night. He's not over forcing his game. He's not jacking up 30 shots because this is my team and I want to make things work. He's just going through the motions and playing team basketball. And when you got a team like this where you can get points from the bench all the way to the starters, that's going to be a hard team to beat. And they play defense. I would say the Bucks' biggest issue right now for them, yeah, Giannis is not getting off like he normally do, but look at that damn three-point percentage. That team has been horrible from the 3, bro. I don't even know the percentage, but it was disgusting to even look at it.
Help you out, Bo.
You help me out with that. Throw me a bone.
They were 7 for 25 from 3.
Man, get the hell out of here, bro. You're not going to beat a team with shooters like that. And Bucks got shooters. That's the thing about it. That's what's surprising me because it's like they got guys like George Hill. They got Lopez. They got what's the boy? Corver. They got the kid from Villanova. What's his name? DiVincenzo. They got shooters, bro. Why are y'all going? Wesley Matthews. Why are y'all going 7 for 25 from 3?
Pressure, man.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, bro.
Man, they shooting wide open shots, man.
Pressure.
This ain't got nothing to do with the topic we talking about. But if they get their ass swept, I don't want to hear nothing else about Giannis, bro. Period. I don't want to hear nothing about no MVP, no Defensive Player of the Year. He out of there, bro. If he gets swept by the Heat, I don't want to hear it.
Yo, Pat, you know the vote ballots are over, right?
No, it don't matter. I'm just
It
just
does
saying.
matter because the MVP and the Defensive Player of the Year is already picked. So
I'm
you could
just
be
saying.
you don't got to
Even if
hear
he
about it,
wins it,
but go
what I'm
ahead.
saying is, in my mind, that don't mean shit because look how he got done in the playoffs 2 years in a row.
But bro, you forgetting, like, you literally just told the whole story of how he ain't got the shooters ain't making no shots, bro. So what the hell is he supposed to do? We just gonna blame the dude when this nigga's doing exactly what he's supposed to do and driving and kicking. And Kyle Korver, one of the best 3-point shooters of all time, is just shooting bricks. And all these dudes are just bricking. George Hill shooting bricks. Bledsoe's not a shooter. Wesley Matthews, one of the best shooters, not shooting, not making anything. So we can't just blame people because it's just easy to blame people, bro.
We
Go
just
ahead.
seen Luka do this with the Clippers, bro. He damn near won more than 2 games by himself, bro. Technically, because the role players really didn't play good. I'm just
And
sorry,
the
bro.
Clippers
When you
bullshitted 2 games. Stop
no,
playing. If this
what
Clippers
I'm
from tonight would have came to play, they would have got their ass swept.
Nah, I don't know, bro, because Dallas matched up well with them. But what I'm saying is,
It was bullshitting.
Giannis is just gonna have to turn up a notch, bro. That 28 is gonna have to be 38, 40. You know,
They're playing
stars.
5-man D on one player. They're playing
Hey
5-on-1, bro. You cannot get 48 points, bro. He's not a
this is
shooter,
this
bro.
They're not
this
gonna
the
let that happen.
playoffs, bro.
Not gonna
This is
happen, bro.
just like we said about Harden. Stars have to shine bright in big moments. It's time, bro. Either you putting up or you shutting up, bro. That's
Eric
it.
Spoelstra too good for that, bro. He's not gonna let this man who is not a shooter come in the
Hey,
paint. That's it. He's clamping 5 dudes down inside the paint, bro. And he's saying let them shoot, and they're not making the shots. But we just gonna blame the dude who's just passing to the open man.
hey, man, the
I
shit
mean,
happens. This his team.
On his game.
and if he could shoot, I would say, now I've already said on here that he needs to develop a better jump shot so that he doesn't have these problems. Same thing we say about Ben Simmons. Same thing LeBron had as his problem before he became a better shooter. So yeah, bro, like there's nothing else. Like we can't keep blaming the guy though when it's literally just a 1-man squad. That's why the rumors is that he's not going to stay in Milwaukee. Is because they look good in the regular season. Everybody looks good in the regular season, bro. The Lakers, the Clippers, everybody looks great in the regular season, bro. The Blazers look trash in the regular season, but if they had their full team, they would have been a great regular season team too.
Oh yeah, it would have been. It would have been
OKC
13.
was a great regular season team. Did we think they was going to make it anywhere in the playoffs? No, bro. So
I
yeah, bro.
didn't.
Like I'm not hyped up by the regular season. That's why I think they should just shorten the regular season. They really doing that shit for the money, bro. Because the regular season does not need to be 82 games. We don't learn anything from the regular season. We learn everything from the rosters. Once the rosters is set, once the beginning of the year starts, we know, all right, Lakers gonna be top 2, Clippers gonna be top 2, Nuggets gonna be top 5, Jazz gonna be top 6, Blazers gonna be top 6 or top 4 if they healthy, top 8 if they not. Like, bro, we know what's gonna happen before any games is played, and then the shit fucking happens, bro. Go ahead, CD. You got to add something?
Nah, I mean, I don't know, man. I want to see, like you say, Giannis is gonna have to. He's gonna have to do something different, man. I don't know if Budenholzer is gonna have to try to get him close to the goal where he can try to score quicker or before the double team gets there. But it's just too hard for Milwaukee to
Triple
score.
teams and shit too,
It's
bro.
too
It's
hard
literally
for him to score.
quadruples.
And he already has a limited offensive game, and the Heat know that. And I don't know, man. I just feel like this might be a quick series, man, because Giannis, he can't hit a jump shot.
They was playing good though. The Bucks played good and they almost won the game. Like it was some bad calls at the end, and that's what swayed the outcome, bro. It could easily be a 1-1 series. So I don't think it's gonna be a quick series, bro. But I did pick the Heat in 6, but I do think it's gonna be a 6 or 7 game series no matter what.
I don't think it's going 7, bro. I think the Heat winning game 3. And Giannis and them might battle back for 1, possibly.
Yeah, if they win game 3, it's over. They sweeping them.
Facts.
But they ain't winning game 3, bro. This is your time, Giannis, bro. You better come with it game 3, bro. Yeah, and there's nothing that he can do, though, bro. He's one man, bro.
You don't have a jump.
Everybody says that excuse for LeBron and everybody else who has who's on one-man team. When LeBron went up against the Warriors, we knew he was going to lose because it was 1 versus 5. That's what the Heat is, bro. I know the Heat are one of those teams that wasn't a regular season team that much, and they're going to be a really good team for the playoffs. They built for the playoffs, bro. They have a really good roster and then one of the best coaches, probably a top 3 coach in the league. I would say he's probably the number 3 coach in the league, or he's definitely top 5. So yeah, bro. So we gotta give credit where it's due too, man, instead of just pasting all the blame, my guys. But all right, man, we'll move on to we'll fast forward back to today. The Raptors versus the Celtics played, and the Celtics are now up 2-0. And I'm sorry, it was 2-0, now it's 2-1. Yeah. So yeah. So it's because they got the game over here on my game, the second game. So, anyways, man, 2-1, man, because the Celtics won the first two games, and then they were almost winning the game three, and then OG hit a huge shot at the end with the time expired with 0.5 seconds on the clock, and we didn't think he was gonna get a shot off after Kemba made like one of the dopest passes in playoff history. Um, and then they ended up getting a pass. And Jaylen Brown, bro, I'm gonna start off and just because mine gonna be quick. Jaylen Brown, bro, you were my biggest takeaway. You were the reason why y'all lost. He played a decent game, and Jason Tatum didn't play a good game at all. He was, I'll let CED get into Jason Tatum tonight. I know you're gonna go in on him a little bit.
I like that.
Anyways,
Yes,
but Jaylen Brown, my guy. I know you a young dude, but you left OG wide open in the corner, bro, for a game-winning shot with 0.5. We know they can only get a catch and shoot. Why the fuck would you leave this man wide open by his goddamn self? That's the only thing you do is just be on your man at that point because all they can do is a catch and shoot. This man was on. I don't even remember who was he. Who it was that said that he was trying to double team on.
Oh, he was helping on the soul.
On Marc Gasol at the last play of the game instead of getting on a wide open man in the corner, and he got wet up all net from three, man. So talk about it, bro. Go ahead.
Before you get in, let me just say what I got to say, bro.
What's up?
Boston blew this game. They really should have won, but But my thing is, I want to call out Pascal. Where you at, bro? Pascal Siakam was looking like a dog this season, bro. He was looking like, damn, I think he up and coming. He might be the next star in the East Coast. He has been a dud right now against Boston. And I don't know, hell, is it me or is it Jaylen Brown clapping him up?
Nice team effort, but yeah, he's doing
or is it team defense or what is it,
a little bit of
but
both.
He need to figure out where the hell he gonna be at because they playing right now. And he don't look like he's in the building.
Thanks.
Bro, get your shit together, bro. I'm just saying, honestly, they should be down right now 3-0.
Right.
And that's one to grow on, bro.
Right.
Go ahead, CD.
Yeah, I mean, this was obviously the Celtics game. They controlled the game for the most part. Like, the Raptors got like a little short lead here and there. But the Celtics just are an ultra-talented team with, pretty much three players that can get 30. But my biggest takeaway was Jason Tatum tonight, man. I mean, you 5 for 18. You took a lot of bad shots in the last 2 minutes that I felt like you could have passed the ball up, and you forced them. Whereas you had, favorable mismatches with, Jaylen Brown and Kemba. Both of those guys were in a rhythm tonight. And, he tried to make it about himself. And I feel like he kind of cost the Celtics, down the stretch. Because, he's taking shots off one legs, contested, fadeaways with a 7-footer on him, hitting the side of the backboard. Like, it was just selfish play down the stretch from Tatum, man. He could have done a lot more. I feel like he should have just turned into the playmaker and went and got Kemba or Jaylen like an easier shot. But the Raptors tonight, man, the guards is what really killed the Celtics tonight. It was, Van Fleet and Lowry. They combined for 56 points. Both of them, they shot okay from three, but they were both aggressive, and they were pretty much a driving force to keep the Raptors in the game, for the most part. And they were the offense, the entire game. So game 4, I feel like the Celtics will probably win that one. I think they, kind of got woke up because they took their foot off the gas in the past, 3 minutes of this game. But Jaylen Brown, man, I don't understand what you were doing, man. You know that it's got to be catch and shoot. You shouldn't be helping on anybody. If anything, you're supposed to be up close on anybody. Therefore, you could at least contest it because you got out there way too late. And first of all, Taco Fall, you're 7'6". You're on the inbounder. There's no way that pass should have went over your head all the way to the corner. Perfect pass and catch. And, they knocked that 3 down. So, man, I don't even know why they even put him in there. I mean, you can't just throw somebody in there that hasn't played the entire game just because he's tall and throw him on the ball. I feel like they should have just put Williams in there. I mean, Williams is an athlete. He can jump high. He's a quick twitch athlete. So you should have just went with him. At least he played. Taco hasn't played the entire playoffs, and you throw him out there in a clutch moment, which was like a rookie mistake by Brad Stevens, in my opinion. So,
you got something to add, Peebo?
Yeah, it was a misassignment by Jaylen Brown tonight, especially leaving a guy like OG, who's been showing these last couple of games that he's capable of hitting threes.
Right.
He's not a great shooter, but anytime a guy goes 5 for 6 in a game and 3 for 4 in a game, this shit is not a mistake, bro. He can shoot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not luck. And I feel like at this time of the game with 0.5 seconds left, nobody needs to be double teamed. You live with that guy getting off a shot. It's not like it's 2 seconds where he get a chance to dribble, pull up. It's a catch and shoot situation. It was a missed assignment tonight, which might have cost him the game. I'll be looking for Jaylen Brown to have a better game 4.
All right, man. We're going to get into the last topic, man. And I did want to add something that I missed on the Rockets game, man. One thing that pissed me off at the end of the game, bruh, and me and CD, we was watching the game together, I believe, at the time. And, man, Steven Adams was wide open, bruh, under the goal with Tucker on him. And literally he would have just – Tucker was behind him playing fronting him. And, bro, and he had his back turned to the basket, to the ball handler, and to the inbounder. So, yeah, and then they didn't throw him the ball. I just that was just a sad moment for me, man. I was just pissed off. Go ahead.
I don't even think Adams even wanted the ball.
He didn't look like
any basketball player known that, you just point up to the inbounder like you're already.
Or just get the big eyes real quick.
Right, you're 7'1", 7'2". All Shai had to do was lob it up. Boom, you catch it, throw it in. Oop, it's probably gonna be a foul because Tucker gonna probably foul you because he don't know where he's at. He don't know where the ball coming from. But Billy Donovan, man, I mean, we've seen it time and time again that
trash.
I just think the NBA might be too much for Billy Donovan.
Yeah, he need to go back to college or whatever.
This is his best, coaching job that he's done in the NBA. Because I feel like once the Rockets traded Westbrook and they picked up CP3, everybody in the world thought the Thunder would be, a trash lottery team.
And damn sure what I thought.
Everybody thought that. Everybody picked them to win about 20-something games, but, they went 44-28 and made the playoffs, which I think Billy Donovan, this is his best coaching job that he's done in the NBA to this day.
Shout out to Burner KD. Because he told us about Billy Donovan in his burner account. And nobody wanted to listen to him, you feel me? But, yeah, shout out to him. But, yeah, so the last topic of the day, man, I want to talk about something that's pissing me off in the NFL, man, something that CD punk self is happy about, man, because he got the stupid Bucks thing in the background, man. I'm tired of the Bucks getting every fucking player in the damn NFL, man. They officially have a Pro Bowl squad now. And I'm tired of this shit. They're just setting up Tom Brady to win a Super Bowl. But guess what? I still don't think they're going to win it all. But I do think y'all definitely going to win like 13 games, maybe 14 games, especially. Y'all can get a couple of injuries and still be straight. And Tom Brady gets to check it down for another year, you know what I mean, and still win 13 games, man. So go ahead, CED, man. Talk about your Leonard Fournette, man. Is another player that has signed to the Bucks. Now, all of a sudden, all of these players want to play for the Bucks, and nobody wanted to play for the Bucks for the last 10, 15 years. Now the Bucks is just the hottest place in the NFL. And when I play on Madden, I already know it's going to be everybody playing with the Bucks, and I'm gonna have to play Eagles versus Bucks, no matter what my roster look like. You know what I'm saying, and still have a respectable record. You know what I'm saying, to not get clowned. And we're gonna be
Tom
talking about
Brady.
fantasy coming up soon too, man. So salute to all the fantasy football players out there, man. We're gonna be getting into that soon too. What you say, Bo?
Tom Brady, bro.
Ain't no Tom Brady, man. Go ahead, CD. Talk about this this glitch of a football season that's about to happen.
I mean, what fans have been, treated the best since the pandemic other than the Bucks? I mean, first we start off by I was saying Tom Brady is coming to Tampa Bay. Everybody thought I was crazy. He's not coming to Tampa Bay, man. Why would he go there? Y'all trash, man. He not going there. Then boom, ESPN. Everybody, then my phone going off. Then a couple of weeks later, here comes Gronk. Then we get Shady. Then we get McCoy. Hey, man, it's the domino effect, man. It's been a long time coming to Tampa. I mean, we haven't made the playoffs in years. I mean, I'm excited. Hey, I want to see this team play. And I really don't think Brady's going to be checking it down because, I mean, he's got 2 Pro Bowl receivers. He's not throwing to an older Julian Edelman and all the other bombs that they had in New England.
Julian
He's got
Edelman,
2
man, and
Pro
Obama. Go
Bowl.
ahead.
No, Edelman's not a bum, but the other guys around him was. I mean, Sanu, all those other guys was trash, man. He didn't have a tight end last year, so this year
finally he didn't have a Hall of Fame tight end. Sorry, said. Go ahead.
Hey man, this year he's got Gronk back. We got O.J. Howard. We got Leonard Fournette. We got Shady McCoy, Ronald Jones. We got
Our offensive
Mike.
line is suspect, though. I will say.
He don't have to hold the ball long. The offensive line will be fine, man.
That's why I said he's gonna be checking that bitch down. And Leonard Fournette injured ass is suspect, and McCoy is gonna be suspect because of that offensive line. That's the only part that I can say about y'all, that y'all looking suspect. But go ahead.
The good thing about it is that those guys have been featured backs on other teams, and they don't have to do that now. So I feel like by them preserving their body and not getting as many reps, taking as many hits, is better for the team overall. I mean, plus those guys have already faced at least 8-man fronts on the majority of their runs. But now you can't do that with Tampa Bay. I mean, we have, like say, the best wide receiver duo in the NFL. And I'm not just saying that just because I'm a fan, but I don't think an NFL team trots out a better duo than Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. I'm sorry. But, Brady's got those two.
Still yet to be seen.
Huh?
It still remains to be seen, what's going to happen.
Who's better than them?
I'm saying we're going to see. Somebody might emerge as a better duo, bro. They better on paper.
Ain't no better duo than those 2 dudes, man. The dudes lit, man.
Go ahead.
But, shout out to the Bucks fans out there. If y'all out here, man, go ahead and subscribe. I've been a loyal fan for years, man. That's the squad. I think this year we got a chance to do something special. But I just want us to get in the playoffs. And then, after that, let's just see where it goes, man. So let's go. Tom, Buck, and Brady. Let's do it.
Damn.
Go ahead, P-Bo. What you got to say about it, my guy?
They just got a young Pro Bowl running back, in my opinion, bro, for free. The 5-finger discount. They just stole them, bro, from the NFL. And then you get a back that can do pretty much anything. He can go up the middle. He can go out on the outside. And he also can catch in the backfield. You just gave Tom Brady another weapon to all the other weapons he already had. I feel like with the other running backs they have, Fournette going to be healthy this year. It's going to be ugly, man. I don't know if Tampa Bay is going to win it all, but I got a gut feeling that I just don't see nobody else beating them.
It's a setup, man. Just like they set up that Peyton Manning Super Bowl, man. It's a setup for Tom, bro. Go ahead. Well, all right, man. You got something to add, man? We're gonna get up out of here, man. All right, man. Salute to the subscribers, man. We appreciate y'all, man. Another dope show in the books, man. And we'll get at y'all next time, man. Salute, man.